Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Basic English Grammar Course with me, Agnesia Friska Rivalni. I am an English Department Lecturer of Jakarta International University in Indonesia. Let us continue with the second lesson. So the second lesson is about tenses, the present tenses. What are the present tenses in English and how do you use them? Topik kita yang kedua adalah tentang tenses. Dan hari ini akan difokuskan kepada present tenses saja. I have one sentence here. Mari kita lihat kalimat berikut. Apakah kalimat ini benar? Jake baked the cakes every day. Bagaimana menurut teman-teman? Ya, jawabannya kalimat ini salah karena kata kerjanya tidak tepat. The correct sentence should be like this. Jake bakes, jadi kata kerjanya kita tambahkan S, bakes the cakes every day. Harapannya dengan mengikuti pelajaran hari ini, teman-teman semua bisa memahami mengapa kalimat yang benar harus seperti ini. So, first of all, mari kita memahami definisi tense. What is tense? So, the word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. Tense is a verb-based method used to indicate the time and sometimes the continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking. Well, saya punya tabel di sini untuk membantu memahami tenses-tenses yang ada di dalam bahasa Inggris dengan lebih sederhana. Ya, mari kita lihat. Yang pertama, kita punya present, and then past, dan juga future. Bentuk waktu sekarang, bentuk waktu lampau, dan bentuk waktu yang akan datang. Selain itu, ada beberapa aspek. Yang pertama, simple aspek. Yang kedua, continuous aspek. Yang ketiga, perfect aspek. Dan yang keempat, perfect continuous aspek. The first one, yang pertama adalah simple present tense. Tenses yang pertama, simple present tense. The formulation is subject plus verb 1, and then plus the complement, object or adverb. Okay, right? And then the next one, present continuous, subject plus to be is MR because we are talking about the present time. Kalau dalam present, to be yang kita gunakan adalah to be yang present, yaitu is, am, dan are. Selanjutnya diikuti verb ing, kata kerja dalam bentuk ing, dan diikuti the rest of the sentence. Selanjutnya, subject untuk present perfect tense, the formulation is subject plus have or has, plus verb 3, or past participle, kata kerja bentuk ketiga, plus the rest of the sentence. And then the fourth one is present perfect continuous tense, yang rumusnya adalah subject plus have or has, plus been, plus verb ing, plus object. Ya, untuk tenses yang terakhir, ini adalah present perfect continuous tense. So, today, in this lesson, we will focus on the present tenses. Yeah, there are 4. They are simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. The first one is simple present tense. This is the formulation. The formulation is subject plus verb 1, ya, kata kerja bentuk pertama, the base form, diikuti dengan objeknya, ya. Kemudian Untuk yang negatif, the negative form, subject, diikuti do or does, diikuti not, diikuti kata kerja bentuk pertama dan objek. Dan untuk bentuk interrogative, kita akan menggunakan do or does first, ya, and then diikuti subjeknya dan diikuti verb dan objek. Alright, so we use the simple present to state about general things that happens repeatedly or general truths. Contohnya, the examples, nurses take care of patients in hospitals. Contoh yang kedua, the earth goes around the sun. And then the third, the coffee shop opens at 7:30 in the morning. Jadi 3 contoh yang baru saja saya sebutkan ini adalah contoh penggunaan simple present tense untuk menyatakan fakta atau kebenaran, ya, general truths. Okay. And then we also use do or does to make questions and negative sentences, like what I've said in the previous slide, ya, untuk membentuk kalimat pertanyaan dulu, ya, kita punya do or does, kemudian diikuti subjeknya dan diikuti kata kerjanya. Dan untuk kalimat negatif, setelah subjek akan ada do or does, ya. Kalau misalnya subjeknya I, we, you, they, akan diikuti oleh don't, dan he, she, it, dan satu nama orang untuk orang ketiga tunggal kita akan menggunakan doesn't, yang diikuti kemudian kata kerjanya and the rest of the sentence. Right. For example, I come from Indonesia. Where do you come from? The next example, rice doesn't grow in cold climates. And then the third, I don't read book very often. Penggunaan yang selanjutnya, we use the simple present to say how often we do things. I get up, for example, I get up at 6 every morning. Ini berkaitan dengan habit, kebiasaan. Contoh selanjutnya, Julie doesn't drink coffee very often. Contoh lagi, Robert usually plays tennis twice a week. And the last example, how often do you go to the dentist? Oke, kita juga menggunakan simple present tense untuk berjanji atau meminta maaf. I promise or I apologize. For example, I promise I won't be late. The next example, what do you suggest I do? I suggest that you spend less money. In the same way, we say I advise, I insist, I refuse, I suppose, etc. Okay. Ada satu lagi penggunaan untuk simple present tense selain untuk menyatakan action or activity, yaitu be. Be in the present simple. How to form? Formulationnya adalah subject plus be, the to be is an are, and then plus the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence sometimes adalah kata benda, atau kata sifat, dan juga atau kata keterangan. For example, I am 25 years old. You are a chef. He is happy. And then they are students. Di sini tidak ada kata kerja, tetapi kita menggunakan be sebagai kata kerjanya, yang kemudian diikuti oleh noun atau adjective atau adverb. How about the negative? The negatives with the verb be. The formulation, subject plus be, plus not, and then plus the rest of sentence. For example, I am not a doctor. She is not in the office. We are not Indonesian. We are American. So, kita sudah belajar tentang simple present tense, the formulations, dan juga beberapa contoh kalimat dan penggunaannya. Selanjutnya, the second one is present continuous tense. The formulation, subject plus to be, we have is MR, and then plus verb ing, and then plus the rest of the sentence, the object. The negative form, subject plus to be plus not, and then plus verb ing plus the object. And then for the interrogative sentence, to be plus subject plus verb ing plus the object. Right, how to form? Yeah, I have some examples. I am cutting some apples. The second example, you are wearing a dress. She is washing the dishes. We are opening a new store. Ini adalah contoh kalimat positif. Dan untuk contoh kalimat negatif, kita tambahkan not setelah to be-nya. He is not walking the dog. I am not cutting some apples. Jadi penempatan not diletakkan setelah to be-nya. Dan untuk interrogative sentence, kita akan mulai dengan to be dulu, is, am, or are, dan diikuti subjeknya. Kita switch ya urutannya menjadi contoh kalimatnya, is it raining outside? And then, is she washing the dishes? So, we use a present continuous tense for action in the moment to state something that is on progress. For example, please don't make so much noise. I am trying to work. The second one, what is all that noise? What is going on? The third example, my friend is building her own house. She hopes to finish it next year. We also use present continuous tense for changes happening around now, especially with these verbs. Jadi ada beberapa kata kerja yang memang menyatakan tentang perubahan atau sesuatu yang sedang terjadi. Dan itu harus wajib untuk menggunakan present continuous tense. Kalimat yang pertama, kata yang pertama get, kemudian kita punya change, ada become, increase, rise, fall, grow, improve, begin, and start. Yeah, for example, is your English getting better? The next one, the population of the world is increasing very fast. Inilah contoh-contoh kalimat dan penggunaan dari present continuous tense. Selanjutnya saya akan menyampaikan beberapa catatan yang juga menjadi pembanding, yang membandingkan penggunaan simple present tense dan present continuous tense. The first one, the following verbs are not normally used in the present continuous tense. Ada beberapa kata-kata kerja yang sangat tidak umum untuk menggunakan present continuous tense, tetapi simple present tense. Kata kerja itu adalah like, love, hate, want, need, prefer, know, realize, suppose, mean, understand, believe, remember, belong, fit, contain, consist, and see. For example, I am hungry now. Sekarang saya sedang lapar, dalam situasi yang lapar, dan saya ingin makan sesuatu. I want something to eat. So, we should say I want something to eat, not I am wanting something to eat. Ya, walaupun sedang terjadi, ya rasa laparnya masih dirasakan, tetapi kita tidak menyebutkan, ya kita tidak bilang I am wanting, tetapi I want something to eat. Another example, do you understand what I mean? Ya, dalam pertanyaan ini sangat tidak common untuk bertanya, are you understanding what I mean? We don't say, are you understanding? But we say, do you understand what I mean? Contoh selanjutnya, Anne doesn't seem very happy. Ya, it's very, it's not normally used ya in present continuous tense. We don't say, Anne isn't seeming very happy at this moment. Akan terdengar sangat aneh. Baik, selanjutnya, for the verb think, untuk kata think, ya kata kerja think, when think means believe or have an opinion, we do not use the continuous. Ada dua penggunaan, ada dua makna yang bisa terjadi dengan penggunaan kata kerja think. Yang pertama, ya kata kerja think yang dimaksudkan percaya atau memiliki sebuah pendapat, ya kita tidak menggunakannya dalam bentuk continuous. For example, I think Mary is Canadian, but I'm not sure. So we say I think, not I am thinking. Okay. And then the next example, what do you think about my plan? So I ask about your opinion. So I will say, what do you think? Not what are you thinking? But when think means consider, the meaning is is slightly different. Consider, the continuous is possible. So we can use it in the form of continuous tense. For example, I am thinking about what happened. So I often think about it. So I am considering something. And then the next, Nikki is thinking of quitting her job. So right now, Nikki is considering to quit. So we use the continuous. The next thing about he is and he is being. Yeah, we compare these sentences. He never thinks about other people. He is very selfish. And then the second example, I can't understand why he is being so selfish. He isn't usually like that. Untuk kalimat yang pertama, ini menyatakan fakta. He is selfish. Bahwa dia sering sekali menjadi sangat egois. That's why we use simple present tense. Untuk contoh yang kedua, dia tidak seperti itu sebenarnya, tetapi kali ini saya tidak mengerti kenapa dia menjadi sangat egois. So, if we use the continuous, artinya bahwa ini hanya temporary, sesuatu yang tidak selalu terjadi. Okay, so we use am, is, are, plus being to say how somebody is behaving. Yeah, it is not usually possible in other sentences. It's hot today. Yeah, and then Sarah is very tired. So it is being hot today is not possible in this sentence. Yeah, for this situation. And Sarah is being very tired is also not possible. Yeah, for continuous tense. Okay. Next, we have some verbs, see, hear, smell, and taste. We normally use the simple present with these verbs. For example, do you see that man over there? The second one, this room smells. Let's open a window. So we often use can, yeah, the modal verb can, plus see, hear, smell, and taste in sentences. For example, I can hear a strange noise. Can you hear it? And then the next about the verb look and feel. You can use the simple present or continuous to say how somebody looks or feels now. For example, You look good today. You are looking good today. Untuk dua kalimat ini, kita bisa menggunakan simple present tense dan juga present continuous tense. Dua-duanya memiliki makna yang sama. Hanya formnya saja yang berbeda, tetapi tidak ada yang maknanya tidak berbeda. Kemudian, how do you feel now? How are you feeling now? Both are acceptable. But I usually feel tired in the morning. Harus dinyatakan dalam simple present tense. Kita tidak mengatakannya menjadi I'm usually feeling, karena artinya akan sedikit aneh. Okay, the next comparison about present continuous and present simple. To make it clearer, so we use the continuous for things happening at or around the time of speaking. Ya, maknanya sedang. The action is not complete. So you can see this timeline, ada timeline yang saya sediakan di sini, ya. So the action is happening around the time of speaking. Sedangkan untuk present simple, we use the present simple for things in general or things that happen repeatedly. Dari timeline ini dia bisa terjadi juga di lampau dan dimulai dari masa yang lalu dan juga ada kaitannya dengan sekarang sampai di masa yang depan jika itu masih terus dilakukan. Ya, saya selalu bersepeda dari sejak umur 5 tahun setiap minggu. Jadi kita akan menggunakan present simple. Okay, so other examples. The water is boiling. Can you turn it off? Ya, sedang mendidih airnya, jadi kita menggunakan present continuous. Dan untuk fakta bahwa air mendidih di 100 derajat Celcius, kita menggunakan simple present tense. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we use the present continuous for temporary situations. For example, I'm living with some friends until I find a place of my own. Jadi hanya sementara. Sekarang saya tinggal bersama beberapa teman sambil mencari tempat tinggal yang tetap. And then for a simple present, we use it for permanent situations. My parents live in Canada. They have lived there all their lives. Dari saya lahir, dari saya kecil, sampai sekarang orang tua saya sudah tinggal di Kanada. Di sanalah mereka berasal, di sanalah mereka tinggal. Oke. Sampai di sini saya harap sudah paham tentang simple present tense dan juga present continuous tense. Baik, kita akan melanjutkan ke tenses yang ketiga. The third one is present perfect tense. The formulation, subject plus have or has plus past participle plus object. And then for the negative, subject plus have or has plus not plus verb 3 or past participle plus the object. And then for the interrogative sentence, have, has, kita mendahulukan have dan has auxiliary verbs, plus subject, plus past participle, plus the object. I have one conversation here. Okay, the conversation between Dave and Jay. Have you traveled a lot, Jay? Oh yes, I've been to lots of places. Really? Have you ever been to Korea? Oh yes, I've been to Korea twice. What about Japan? No, I haven't been to Japan. Okay, so Jane's life, yeah, a period until now. Yeah, we can see some verbs in this conversation. Jadi ini menjelaskan tentang tempat-tempat mana saja yang sudah ditetangi oleh Jane. Ya, oke, ada beberapa kata kerja yang bisa kita lihat juga dari percakapan ini. Okay, so this is the formulation, have plus has, kemudian plus past participle, dalam percakapan ini kita punya kata kerja traveled, been, done. Ya, so this is how we form the present perfect. Okay, so subject plus have plus the past participle. I have been to lots of places. I've been traveled to Korea. I have done my assignment. So we use the present perfect when we talk about a period of time that continues from the past until now. Other examples, have you read Hamlet? No, I haven't read any of Shakespeare's plays. Susan really loves that movie. She has seen it 8 times. I've met a lot of people in the last few days. The next example, everything is going well. We haven't had any problems so far. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. And then the last one, it's nice to see you again. We haven't seen each other for a long time. So you can see there are some activities, aktivitas yang sudah dimulai bisa dari masa yang lalu dan berhenti di time of speaking, ketika waktu berbicara, sekarang. Recently, in the last few days, since breakfast, untuk kegiatan yang sudah dimulai dan kemudian diselesaikan di waktu berbicara. Okay, we also use the present perfect with today, this morning, this year, etc. when these periods are not finished at the time of speaking. For examples, I've drunk 4 cups of coffee today. Have you had a vacation this year yet? I haven't seen Tom this morning, have you? Rob hasn't studied very hard this semester. Oke, jadi hari ini juga kita dalam periode hari ini, pagi ini, tahun ini, jika masih ada kaitannya dengan waktu berbicara, kita bisa menggunakan present perfect tense. Oke, we also use the present perfect, ya, if it is the first time something has happened. For example, John is taking a driving lesson. It's his first time. It's the first time he has driven a car. Or we can just simply say he has never driven a car before. The next example, Sarah has lost her passport again. This is the second time this has happened. And then Abraham is calling his girlfriend again. That's the third time he has called her tonight. Well, okay, we have some other explanation here. Penjelasan tambahan tentang present perfect, kita juga menggunakannya for new or recent events. For example, I've lost my keys. Have you seen them? The police have arrested 2 people in connection with robbery. Is Sally here? And then the answer, no, she's gone out. Okay, and then the present perfect always tells us something about now. Yap, harus diingat bahwa selalu ada kaitannya dengan waktu berbicara. Sekarang, I'm sorry, but I've forgotten your name. Next example, I can't find my bag. Have you seen it? And then it has stopped raining, so you don't need umbrella. Bisa dilihat bahwa the formulation selalu setelah subjek akan diikuti have or has, dan kata kerja bentuk ketiga atau past participle, dan will be followed by the rest of sentence. Secara sederhana kita akan bilang bahwa makna perfect tense adalah makna sudah, sesuatu yang sudah dilakukan atau yang belum. Baik, selanjutnya untuk yang keempat, this is about present perfect continuous tense. Alright, so the formulation, subject plus have or has plus been plus verb ing plus object. Ada sedikit yang berbeda dari present perfect. Setelah have dan has, selalu diikuti oleh kata being dan kata kerjanya dalam bentuk ing, verb ing. Ya, dan untuk negatif, setelah have dan has, kita tambahkan kata not, subject plus have or has, plus not, plus been, plus verb ing, and then plus the object or the rest of sentence. And then for the interrogative, untuk kata tanya, have dan has terlebih dahulu, kemudian diikuti oleh subject, we switch the place, and then diikuti been dan verb ing, dan kemudian the rest of sentence. Well, I have one sentence here, satu kalimat untuk present perfect continuous tense. It has been raining. Alright. Silakan memperhatikan percakapan berikut antara A dan B. Is it rainy? No, but the ground is wet. It has been raining. Apa yang bisa kita simpulkan dari percakapan ini? Ya, dari percakapan ini bahwa makna sudah dan makna sedang digabungkan. Jadi sudah hujan beberapa waktu yang lalu dan sekarang itu masih ada efeknya. Atau masih hujan atau baru saja berhenti dan tanahnya masih basah. Oke. Sekali lagi, for the formulation, have, has, plus been, plus verb ing is the present perfect continuous. Yang membedakan adalah kita punya been dan kata kerjanya dalam bentuk ing. Ya, kita punya subjek I, we, they, you, pasti diikuti oleh have, dan he, she, it diikuti oleh has, been plus verb ing. So, what is the usage? We use present perfect continuous for an activity that has recently stopped or just stopped. There is a connection with now. Karena ini masih berbicara tentang present tenses, pasti akan selalu berhubungan dengan waktu sekarang, waktu berbicara. Makna sudah dan makna sedang, perfect and continuous, akan digabungkan. Sehingga kegiatan-kegiatan aktivitas ya yang terjadi pasti selalu ada kaitannya dengan sekarang. Oke, entah baru saja selesai atau masih berlangsung. I have some examples. The first one, you are out of breath. Have you been running? Ada have, been, dan verb ing. Okay. Jason is very tired. He has been working very hard. Dalam kalimat ini, pekerjaannya mungkin sudah selesai, tetapi efek capeknya masih terasa. Ya, bisa saja badannya pegal-pegal ya, dan kemudian butuh istirahat saat ini. Contoh selanjutnya, why are your clothes so dirty? What have you been doing? Ya, bajunya masih kotor, berarti baru saja melakukan sesuatu yang bisa saja yang menyebabkan bajunya kotor. Okay, I'm glad you called. I've been thinking about calling you. Ya, untuk contoh yang selanjutnya ini masih saja berarti dia memikirkan untuk menghubungi. Dan kemudian orang yang dipikirkan itu yang ingin dihubungi ternyata menghubungi lebih dahulu. Okay, next example, where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere. Alright. For the present perfect continuous tense, ya, itu kita sering sekali akan menggunakan beberapa kata sambung, ya. How long, for, since. For example, it has been raining for 2 hours. How long has it been raining? Dia bertanya sudah berapa lama nih hujannya? Ya, karena ketika mungkin saja sebelumnya dia tidur dan ketika dia bangun masih hujan dan sudah banjir. Jadi ada pertanyaan, how long has it been raining? And then the answer, it has been raining for 2 hours. Oh, ternyata hujannya sudah berlangsung selama 2 jam. Dan mungkin sangat deras dan menyebabkan banjir pada akhirnya. Right, we use the present perfect continuous in this way with how long, for, and since. So the activity is still happening or has just stopped. Ya, sekali lagi bisa saja masih berlangsung hujannya atau baru saja berhenti. Okay, I have some examples, other examples. How long have you been studying English? Bisa dijawab, ya ada yang sudah belajar bahasa Inggris selama 3 tahun atau 5 tahun, dan ini artinya yang bertanya tahu bahwa yang ditanya masih akan terus belajar bahasa Inggris. Okay. The next example, Tim is still watching television. He has been watching TV all day. Next example, where have you been? I've been looking for you for the last half hour. Then last one, Dono hasn't been feeling well recently. So you can use the present perfect continuous for actions repeated over a period of time. Catatan lain adalah untuk present perfect continuous bisa kita gunakan untuk kegiatan, aktivitas yang terus berulang dalam waktu yang cukup lama. Contohnya, for example, Stefan is a very good tennis player. He has been playing tennis since he was 10. Jadi dia selalu bermain tenis sejak umur 10. Kegiatan yang berulang untuk waktu yang lama. The next example, every morning they meet in the same cafe. They've been going there for years. Jika ada yang punya sahabat yang selalu bertemu di kafe, ya, ini bisa digunakan, ya, kalimatnya bisa digunakan present perfect continuous tense. Ya, misalnya ritual setiap pagi yang harus bertemu di kafe minum kopi sebelum bekerja. Jadi kita bisa bilang setiap pagi mereka bertemu di sebuah kafe dan hal ini terus sudah berlangsung selama beberapa tahun. Baik, itulah penjelasan tentang present perfect continuous tense. Selanjutnya kita akan membandingkan. Let us compare. Ya, I am doing and I have been doing. So we will compare about present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. I am doing and I have been doing. You can see this timeline. Yeah, so for example, don't bother me now. I am working. I am in the middle of working. Yeah, I am in the middle of that activity. I have been starting it since 2 hours ago, and then I will finish it probably, yeah, in 2 hours later. So I am in the middle of working. Compare with this sentence. I've been working hard. Now I'm going to take a break. So, ya, as you can see, seperti di timeline ini, saya sudah mulai bekerja dengan dalam waktu yang sangat lama, dan sekarang saya ingin istirahat. Seperti itu. Jadi ada detail, ada fokus yang menyatakan sudah berapa lama sih, dan baru saja selesai atau masih akan dilanjutkan untuk beberapa waktu. Next example, we need an umbrella. It is raining. And then compare with the ground is wet. It has been raining. The next one, hurry up, we are waiting. We are in the middle of waiting. Compare with, we have been waiting for an hour. Ya, so I think, ya, untuk present perfect continuous ada informasi yang lebih detail yang disampaikan kepada orang yang diajak bicara kepada pendengar. Jadi kita sudah menunggu selama 1 jam. Ya, dan saat ini memang kita masih sedang menunggu, ya, tetapi ada informasi bahwa kita sudah menunggu dan sedang menunggu selama 1 jam. Alright. Next, we will compare about present perfect continuous and present perfect. As you can see in this picture, ya, ada beberapa bagian yang sudah dicat berwarna merah dan ada beberapa bagian yang belum selesai. Untuk itu kita menggunakan present perfect continuous untuk membuat kalimat, ya. Contohnya, Link's clothes are covered with paint. She has been painting the ceiling. Dia sudah mulai dan sedang mengecat, tapi belum selesai. Nah, let us compare with the present perfect. Untuk kalimat present perfect maknanya sudah, hanya sudah. Berarti kegiatannya sudah selesai dilakukan. The ceiling was white and now it is red. She has painted the ceiling. Sebelumnya berwarna putih, sekarang sudah dicat menjadi warna merah. Keseluruhannya sudah dicat dan sudah selesai. Ya, inilah yang membedakan antara present perfect continuous and present perfect. Contoh lain, other examples. My hands are very dirty. I've been fixing the car. Ini contoh kalimat present perfect continuous tense. We compare it with the present perfect sentence. The car is okay again now. I've fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. Next, Joe has been eating too much recently. He should eat less. We compare it with the present perfect. Somebody has eaten all my candy. The box is empty. Yeah, nothing left. It's nice to see you again. What have you been doing since the last time we saw you? For the present perfect, where's the book I gave you? What have you done with it? The last example in the present perfect continuous, where have you been? Have you been playing tennis? And then for the present perfect, have you ever played tennis? All right, so we have covered the 4 tenses in the present tense in English. Ya, saya harap teman-teman semua bisa memahami tentang perbedaan penggunaan, juga the formulation dari simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, dan juga present perfect continuous tense. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.